So for real estate investors out there, a lot of them use their cash, right? And it's much better to use OPM, other people's money, to be able to invest into these properties. So if you can get access to, $50 to $100,000 and 0% interest for typically 12 months, if you're let's say a fix and flipper, you can fix and flip, let's say 4 homes in a year, you're using 50 to 100K of the bank's money to be able to make those 4 flips without using any of your own cash. So it's a huge tool, and one of the best things about business credit is that the business credit cards don't reflect on the personal report. So you can have them maxed out and they don't report on the personal report. So it's a huge tool that you can use for investing.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kessel. And today I'm joined by someone that I'm looking forward to chatting with, Sebastian Cordoba, who's been making serious moves as a business consultant, optimizing people's credit, as well as a licensed mortgage loan officer. So excited to have you here today, Sebastian.
Thank you for having me and letting me have this opportunity with you.
Yeah, of course. I think our listeners are going to take something away from how you're helping business owners optimize their credit and how to support investors on investing using different ways of financing that. So let's dive in. First off, for those that are not familiar with you and your world, can you give the short version of what your main focus is?
Definitely. So pretty much, I sell people money, right? So I'm a business consultant. I help business owners optimize their credit to be able to get access to other people's money, OPM, to be able to start, grow, scale their business, right? So I pretty much help the average business owner get access to influx of capital to be able to deploy it in real estate, to be able to deploy it into the business to start and grow and scale it. And in the mortgage side, I help the average Joe be able to accomplish their dream, which is purchase a property or invest into the first property.
Awesome. And what markets are you operating in?
So I'm currently nationwide, so I can operate in all 50 states.
Awesome. How did you get started with this business?
So I started off in 2019, right off of college. I went straight into mortgage lending, and during that time was actually probably one of the booms when it came to mortgage lending, because rates went down to around 2.5%, and I was killing it when it came to mortgages. But obviously, ever since, I've been transitioning more towards becoming more of having my own practice and being my own business entrepreneur. So, I started getting into the consulting side of things where, when I first got into funding and acquiring funds myself to be able to, invest into real estate and properties, I was able to obtain myself over $500,000 in business credit cards to be able to start getting into real estate. So when I realized that I learned something that I can teach others, and that was a big opportunity for others, I made the decision to start teaching others and start, helping other people get access to funds. to be able to, start or scale their own business.
Awesome. So, yeah, what are some ways that people can get that access to those funds?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So the most important thing, well, I have the three S's, right? It's called setup, structure, and secure the funds, right? So when it comes to setup, we want to make sure that your business is set up the correct way, which is one of the foundations. When it comes to structure, we want to structure your credit to be able to get the funds, and then obviously the third one is the fun part where you secure the funds. But just to go a little bit deeper, when it comes to the credit report, you want to structure yourself to be very presentable in front of the banks, right? So you want to make sure that you have less than 10% utilization. You want to make sure that you have no derogatory, no late payments, no collections, no bad remarks in your credit report. In regards to inquiries, you want to have no inquiries in the past 6 months, and you want to have a mixture of accounts. Sometimes have some high limit cards, but if you have all of that, and you have your business structured the correct way, you should be able to obtain financing through the business side, which we primarily focus on is business credit cards at 0% interest. So for real estate investors out there, a lot of them use their cash, right? And it's much better to use OPM, other people's money, to be able to invest into these properties. So if you can get access to, $50,000 to $100,000 in 0% interest for typically 12 months, if you're let's say a fix and flipper, you can fix and flip, let's say 4 homes in a year. You're using 50 to 100K of the bank's money to be able to make those 4 flips without using any of your own cash. So it's a huge tool, and one of the best things about business credit is that the business credit cards don't reflect on the personal report. So you can have them maxed out and they don't report on the personal report. So it's a huge tool that you can use for investing.
Awesome. That's such good advice. How can people access other people's money? Is there like an easy or yeah, how do you recommend that to your clients?
I mean, like I said, it really comes down to the foundation. The foundation is your credit and your business structure. If you have both of those in place, you should be able to start building relationship with some banks, right? So I always recommend that you build relationships with what we call, different tiers of banks, right? You have the big banks like the Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. You have tier two banks, which are more regional banks like PNC, Key Bank, Truist, right? And then we have the third tier, which is credit unions. If you have a mixture of all three and you start building relationships, start moving money through there, the banks are always willing to give out, money to you, right? So if you start, with your credit, your business your business structure, and be able to start building relationship with these banks, it could be a huge tool for you to start, getting, let's say, 25K from a big bank, 25K from uh, um, a regional bank, and 25K from a credit union. Now you just got 75K at 0% interest. And if you then learn how to liquidate those cards if you need cash, because it's very possible to liquidate those cards and still use the 0% interest, get the cash and deploy it into like a down payment for a Harmony loan or into a mortgage, a DSCR loan, you have many opportunities to be able to use the bank's money to get some cash flow from these properties.
Awesome. Yeah, that's such helpful advice. So,
Thank you.
what have been like some of the keys to keeping your business running smoothly?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more. and schedule a call with our team today.
The keys of keeping my business running smoothly is definitely the fact that, I do good business, right? So I take, obviously, the money is good. Making money from helping others is good, but I get more satisfactory from being able to actually help people and educate them throughout the process, right? Just by, doing good customer service and being able to actually help my clients go from point A to point Z, not only helps them get access to funding, but it also helps me to get access to more referrals, right? So I take care of people, they take care of me. So if I'm able to not only take care of the client, they're always going to respect me and they're always going to trust me because I help them. So they're going to be able to refer me to other entrepreneurs and business owners. And I always give the opportunity to my clients to not only work with me but also make money alongside with me, right? So I make somewhat of an affiliate partnership with all my clients, because obviously all business owners know other business owners, right? So if I can help you get funding, but also help your circle, your family, your friends, it goes a long way, because now I'm helping, a huge community of people, and they're always going to want to, keep referring people, but also start building some generational wealth between their inner circles and communities.
Amazing. That's so beautiful. I love that you're helping so many people.
I love it too. That's my goal, is to be able to help. My goal for next, well, I would say for next year, is to be able to help 1,000+ business owners.
Awesome. Love that. How are you supporting real estate investors?
So with real estate investing, I help a lot more people. I educate people more on the fact that they can use a OPM, other people's money. But also, a lot of real estate investors are, very old school when it comes to deploying money into their properties. They're using a lot of cash. So if I can educate them on how they can use 0% interest funding to be able to, start getting into these properties and flipping them or using them as short-term rentals, let's say in Airbnb, a lot of Airbnb investors, they love to use the 0% interest, because they get to furnish their properties and start getting paid before they have to actually pay for those furnishings with their own money, right? So a lot of Airbnb investors, they like to have money not only for the 3 months up front, but also have money for the furnishing. And they technically just got into an Airbnb property that's possibly netting them, a couple thousand, without using any of their own funds. So it's a huge tool that real estate investors, they can make money without using their own money at all.
Oh, amazing. That's so exciting. Love that. So, what are you most focused on solving or scaling next in your business?
My goal now is to be able to have a very streamlined process, to where not only do I help you with your foundations, which is your credit and your business formation, but it is also to get you the funds. But then it's like, what's next? If you need help with getting into a real estate property, or getting into a Airbnb business, or getting into maybe a cash flow and business, whatever it is, I want to be able to help you throughout everything, so that it's like a one-stop shop, right? Not only do you help, do your own personal financing, your business formation, get the access to the capital, but also if you need that extra step, because I know a lot of people in real estate, it's a great tool to make money, but if you don't learn, or if you don't actually do it yourself, or have the right mentor.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
You could be getting yourself into a huge amount of debt. So I want to make sure that people are able to have confident people that they can work with, and strong mentors, to where they can be able to go from point A to point Z with the seamless process, and not have to worry about them getting scammed, or them getting into debt, because they're doing everything on their own. It's always much better to work with a blueprint that already works.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you finding that a lot of people are getting into those situations where they're maybe getting into that debt or not sure what to do next and are having to build their way back up?
Definitely. I mean, that's one of the things about me is that I want to make sure that if I am getting you, let's say 100K in funding, that you do have a business plan or a plan for it. Because, you know, having a lot of money, influx of money that you might have never seen could be a negative thing for you. So I want to make sure that if I am getting you the funding, that you do have a plan for it. And if you don't, then how do we get you that plan? How do we get you the mentor to be able to help you throughout the process so that you don't get into those predicaments. But yeah, I do see it a lot. I do see people getting in debt because they trusted the wrong person or because they try to do everything themselves instead of learning the process and stuff like that. So it's definitely seen out there, especially now with how debt is at an all-time high. A lot of people just rather, either do everything on their own or just, risk it all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe some people think that they have the capacity to do it on their own, even though someone else can really help them and give them more support.
Yeah, I'm very big on mentors and mentorship because you're able to, obviously pay somebody for their knowledge and their time, but it's very important for the fact that you can skip like the line, right? You don't have to go through the obstacles and failures yourself. You can already work with somebody who already been through the obstacles and failures, who won't let you get into those, those problems and stuff like that. So a mentor is a very big thing in my life. I mean, I've spent many couple, I would say more than six figures in mentorships. And they've taken me a long way for the fact that, they helped me skip that line and teach me what it would have took me 5 years, they teach me in, let's say, 1 month.
Mhm.
It's a huge time frame that you save yourself.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. So, what are maybe an obstacle that you struggled with when you were working on your business that you have overcome and now you have lessons to share with others?
That's a very deep question.
Mhm.
I would say definitely one of the things I've learned is to work smarter, not harder, right? Sometimes we want to do everything ourselves. Sometimes, we want to learn everything ourselves. And it's very important to delegate when it comes to business and investing, stuff like that. You want to make sure you delegate to the right person or have a team behind you to be able to take care of certain tasks because you would want to be the person that does it all and knows it all, but it's very important to delegate and save your precious time. Not only that, but also one of the big things I've learned and have learned the hard way is not every client or not every deal is the deal for you, right? Sometimes you fall in love with a specific deal or a client and you don't want to move past it because of the money, but sometimes not every client or every deal is ideal for you, right? Either some clients might bring you headaches or waste your time, or the deals are maybe the deal looks good, but it's not happening because it's just not made for you, right? And we've always been in those positions where we think is a home run deal, but if you keep getting denied for something, or maybe the deal isn't falling through, we fall too much in love with specific deals, and sometimes you just have to move forward and know that that just wasn't your deal, and you saved your time. You saved your
Mhm. Yeah, that's some good wisdom. It really separates you, showing that you're here for the long term vision and not just like that quick transaction.
exactly.
Yeah, awesome. So, what are some things that have supported you in growing your business and creating your network?
Definitely the fact that I would say I'm a great networker. I love networking with people. Not only that, but I love collaborating with people. I'm all about collaboration over competition all day, every day, right? I think there's so much opportunity for everybody to make some money and to make some money together, right? There's no need to compete with anybody, especially in the same industry. If you know something that somebody doesn't know, why would you hold it back when you can be able to teach them and basically pay it forward to where, generations from here and on there will always be able to benefit from it, right? And just networking in general, I mean, I get myself in the right rooms. I always like to get myself in the rooms where I'm not the smartest person. I have a lot to learn. So I like to get myself in rooms where I feel uncomfortable and where I can learn so that I can, not only learn every day, but also be around like-minded individuals and individuals who I look up to and want to, one day be able to get at their level.
Yeah, I love that. That's so important. Thank you for sharing. Relationships are everything in this space.
Relationships are everything, and that's another thing. I've learned the hard way as well as in real estate. I would say, in real estate, not you can't nobody has loyalty in real estate. A lot of people, look for themselves or just look for their own deals. But you know, that's why I'm very big on collaboration, because there's no need to be selfish when there's just enough money for everybody.
Absolutely. So, before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect, learn more from you, where can people find you and reach you?
So definitely the best place to reach me will be on Instagram. So my Instagram is Seba Loans. It's spelled SEBALOANS. SEBALOANS. That's where I have, not only my content, but you can book a call with me and, see how I can possibly help you. I don't charge for consultations or seeing how I can help you get in a better position. I'm all about helping people. To me, is helping over money any day. But obviously, I also don't want my time wasted. So if I can, help you optimize your credit or help you get access to funding or help you get into, your dream property or your dream business, I'm more than open to helping anybody I can.
Well, I appreciate your time, your story, your perspective. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate you.
And for the listeners tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure that you've subscribed. We've got more conversations with operators just like Sebastian who are building real businesses. See you on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.